So I've been looking at my walls of virginity and also my digital collection on my gaming laptop as well, and I said to myself, why not review this game that I've spent a lot of time on whenever I was on train rides. Carmageddon is a vehicle combat racing game that was developed and published by a country that the only most pseudo edgelords make jokes about. The game is known for its controversy as it was violent and gory when it came out, and people were panicking that it would turn kids who were playing this game into killing machines. Fortunately, this kind of situation doesn't happen nowadays, as we have become more intelligent when it comes to discussing video games. Anyway, thanks to digital stores, unofficial Windows 95 restoration patch, and special edition mod, it's possible to enjoy this game in the modern times without any issues aside from these two. 1. It can crash from time to time. And 2. For some reason, this game plays soundtracks from other games while the original soundtrack plays at the same time. The following part is an accurate recreation of how it sounds when I play the game. I have no clue why is this happening, nor do I care to search further enough to fix it. I guess this is a sign from fate itself telling me to stop listening to tryhard jackass edgelord music. I know there are going to be people saying that there is no story in Carmageddon, which in the uncensored version, there isn't. But the censored UK zombie version has one. In 2028, solar flares have contaminated the atmosphere. This caused 80% of humans to turn into zombies, and because UK banned guns at the same time the game was released, the world of Carmageddon doesn't have weapons to defend themselves from the zombie apocalypse. However, people that are alive found other solutions to this zombie problem. Modified automobiles that are designed for killing. That's the story of Carmageddon's censored UK zombie version. But outside of the curiosity, no one cares about it. So I've made up my own story for the original version. In the distant future, economy got fucked due to powers that be and the banks fucking around, and because of that, the world has entered the anarchy stage, which spawned a racing tournament with no rules or restrictions called Carmageddon. However, there is police trying to stop the tournament and return the world into plutocracy, so it's up to the player to win the tournament and get the money. Hope you enjoy this shit fanfiction that I've made up for no fucking reason. When you pick a new game, you get to choose between two characters with their own unique cars. And those are Max Damage with Red Eagle and Diana with Yellow Hawk. These two choices are meant to be are you a boy or a girl question. So if you're some attention-seeking failure of a human being who was never loved by your parents, you're out of luck. Once you pick your character, you get to choose a difficulty. The difficulty will affect stuff like how many credits you get, and honestly I don't care to mention other things. As soon as you pick a difficulty, you get a cutscene of Red Eagle in a garage driving away, while showing a flag that people have debates over that amount to autistic screeching. Next up you have a screen where you can choose your car, choose a track, and view information, racers, and scene. Your career progression is based on ranks, and your main goal is to get to the number 1 spot. After you start a race, you can select a grid position that you're allowed to choose, and the race begins. In this game you're not limited to just staying on track, but you're free to go wherever you want. This was before Grand Theft Auto 3's huge influence on the discussion about how if you shoot a pixelated person on a screen, you're on your way to surpass vegan Austrian painter's high score. The physics in this game are some of the best physics I have ever seen, especially when you're tossed around like you're in an interracial gangbang. You also have a timer that cannot be extended going through checkpoints, since the game is meant to show you that playing this way is for pussies who let time upload their wife while playing the newest UV swap. The only way to gain more time is by killing pedestrians or crashing into your opponents to cause damage. To win a race, you'll have to do one out of the 3 optional methods, either by winning a race, or killing your competition, or running over everyone on the map. The greatest thing about Carmageddon is how it's taking piss out of everything. Your opponents can vary from a Viking, anarchists, robot, capeshit, Russian, 3-letter agency agent, and so on. This game is about true equality, as you can kill anyone with your car, such as old people, animals, thoughts, etc. Unfortunately, the police doesn't see it that way, as they will not leave you alone until you die. But as you buy more upgrades from rising up the ranks, Your car will be so strong that even police will get scared shitless. There are barrels in this game that can give you power-ups, such as making your vehicle so strong anyone who comes into contact with you will get killed. And there are barrels that can give you power downs, like giving you an epilepsy. To summarize, the gameplay is really fantastic, and I just love exploring and causing mayhem upon my opponents and pedestrians running among. There truly isn't a game like it where you can say I've killed a group of anarchists while running over a cow, a businessman, and some bikini wearing thought at the same time. Graphics still look decent to this day with how cars, buildings, and some objects look. I also like the prat cam that is on the top left corner. The music in this game kicks ass. You got instrumentals from an industrial metal band, Fear Factory, and you also have original composition as well. But as I've said in the beginning, you won't hear it when you have the special edition mod installed, because you'll hear two songs at the same time when you're racing. The sound design is not high quality, but it's an old game, so I'll give it a pass, I guess. Carmageddon is really fantastic. The devs made a really fun vehicle combat racing game, and I prefer it over a franchise that is made by a has-been suffering from midlife crisis. This is for people who want to have a very good time and not be bothered by modern day bullshit. So if you enjoy games where you can cause deadly harm to others, then this is a game for you. Games like Carmageddon are rare these days since gaming is very sanitized. So my advice will be to forget about what modern games are being released and just enjoy games like you would with any other type of media. That's a go get some rest.
Yes, my mother twitted my fucking